Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to share with you my June favourites. There are a number of items, they are makeup and things like that, but I do have a couple of items for the home that I wanted to share with you. The only reason I want to share home items, and I don't usually do this, is because I found a fantastic store with some fantastic items. So I thought I would share them with you, and the original price that I found at another store there's quite a difference, so I thought I'd share that with you as well, if you're obviously in the market for that. To start with, I will share the makeup items. So my favourites at the moment, or for June, and at the moment actually, I'm going to start with eyeshadows, and these are, well, they're absolutely amazing. Now these are the NYX single eyeshadows, and these are the more intense eyeshadows. They're called Prismatic shadows. They are, I think these ones were £5 each. I've got 4 of them to show you. The first one is called Girl Talk. Now it's a nude shade. Now I find it very difficult to wear very stark eyeshadows on the actual lid, but with this one it is amazing. Now the reason why I like this one so much, and I'll just show you it first of all. So with the Prismatic eyeshadows, they are silver around the edge, so you know it's a Prismatic eyeshadow. The regular eyeshadows are all black. It's got a bow on the front, which is really nice design feature. And then obviously the usual place for the shadow, and this one is called Girl Talk. Now, like I say, I don't usually like very stark shades on the eye, but this one I have been using to lighten shades, so I've been putting it over the top of perhaps more intense shadow, and that's what I have done today. Also, I use this as an inner corner shade as well, and again I've used that today. I love it. It's a beige shade. It's not, a stark white shade. It is very flattering. Like I say, it's an eyeshadow topper to lighten any darker or deeper shades that you're wearing on the top. Obviously you want to mute that down, or perhaps lighten the shade, and this shade, Girl Talk, is fantastic for that. The next one is a very popular one, and it's called Fireball. It is, in fact, I'm going to swatch that Girl Talk for you. I know obviously it's on my eyes at the moment, but I just want to share with you the shade. And it's a gorgeous, it comes off peachy pink. It is just an amazing shade. So we move on to Fireball. This is the first shade that I picked up from the NYX range. It is so intense, a really gorgeous shade. Now that is one swatch, and I didn't have to dig deep into that shadow. That is just one swatch. It is amazing pigmentation for the price that you're paying. The next one is called Bedroom Eyes. Now, Bedroom Eyes is a deeper brown. This I wanted a little bit lighter, so I actually put Girl Talk over the top, and it worked fantastically. So I'll just swatch that one for you. So this one is called Bedroom Eyes. And again, the pigmentation is amazing. You hardly have to use any of these shadows at all. And then the last one I picked up is called Golden Peach, and it looks like that. It is absolutely gorgeous. And this one is more of a muted peach tone, but nonetheless they are all fantastic pigmentation. I cannot say more about these, and I will be picking more of these up because I love them so much. Now, the palette that I've been using a lot of is the Tartlette. Now, initially I wondered if this palette was going to be okay for me. I love mattes, but the shades, I wasn't sure if the pigmentation was any good at all on it. But I persisted with it, and I've really found that this is an amazing palette. I don't know whether it was just that I didn't put enough on the brush or what it was, or perhaps I used the wrong shade for whatever look I was using. But I have persisted with this palette, and it has now become one of my favourites. So it's the Tartlette palette, or Tartlette palette. Like I say, it is all matte shades. I picked mine up from QVC. They do a fantastic range of Tarte products. Not only that, and I have mentioned this before when I discussed this palette, first of all, is that it was on a I think it was £8 each month, so it is very, very reasonably priced. Well, the original price is not that reasonable. I think it was something like £42, £45, but it was spread over a certain amount of months for £8 each month. On the first payment you pay the delivery charge as well. So this is a fantastic palette. Like I say, I have tried it a lot, or used it a lot, and I love the shade Natural Beauty. It's one of those shades that, because I do like purples, muted pure purples, and the brown natural shades, and that shade Natural Beauty just works perfectly with all of the shades in here as a starting off point on the eye, as a crease colour. So it is that one there, so it is, you know, fairly muted. And the other shades, oh, I just love them all actually. I have used a number of them. I've used the neutral shades. I'm going to try and cover up this huge mirror. I just absolutely love it. It does give you looks, you know, to go along with that, but to be honest, I mix and match all of mine. I don't necessarily want the looks that they've showed across, you know, each row, but I've made up my own, and yeah, I just love it. So that's the Tartlette palette. There are other stores that you can purchase Tarte from, but I purchased mine from QVC. Like I say, they've got a good range of products on there. The next item I want to share with you is a blush that I've been using a lot, and it is the Milani Powder Blush. It's in 01 Romantic Rose. These look so gorgeous. They look like that. I've got about four of these, I believe. But this one is just one of those shades that goes with anything. I'm wearing it today. It's just a gorgeous, it's a pink, but it's a brownie pink. So it makes that shade very, very wearable. And like I say, it goes with absolutely everything. I love it. And also I've used it a lot, but you can't tell. It just keeps that rose pattern. I absolutely love it. Now Milani has come to the UK. And what I mean by that is Milani has their own website now, so you can go onto the milani.co.uk, I think that's what it is, website. Just put Milani in the search engine and it will bring up that website for you. And I know that there are other places that you can purchase it from as well. And I will just swatch this shade for you. There it is there. So you can see it's like a dusky rose, really gorgeous, works very, very well on the cheeks. The next thing I want to talk about is a highlighter. Now this is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter, and it is in Peach Lights. Now it comes in this kind of packaging. Obviously you can purchase it from Makeup Revolution or Superdrug. And again, I don't necessarily want anything too stark on my cheek. Sometimes, you know, that works well, but at the moment I like a more peachy, shimmery shade. This one is perfect for that. It is absolutely gorgeous. It works really, really well. You can make it more intense, or you can obviously make it less intense, whatever you would like, but it's just a gorgeous peach shimmer shade and I love it. The next item I want to share with you is a brush. Now, I have been going to Boots quite a lot because I love NYX, and I love the fact that NYX is now in Boots. And I picked up a brush. I'm not really I don't like to pay too much money for brushes. I try and get them quite reasonably priced from, for example, I love Primark's brushes, but I decided to splurge on a NYX brush. Now, I have been looking for a fan brush to put on my highlighter, and when I came across this, I thought this looked so interesting, and it is the NYX fan brush. Now, it doesn't say on there that it's a fan brush, it just says 06, and this is a fantastic brush. Now, I use it for contour and I just love it. It works really, really well. You can use it obviously for contour, blush, highlighter, whatever you would like. Now, I believe this is around, I think it was $14.99, which for me seems quite expensive, but I must say that this is such a good brush that it is definitely worth the money. I can't rave about this enough, and I've used it so many times, but it really doesn't look dirty at all, which I'm very, very impressed about. Obviously, I haven't used it so much that, you know, it needs a wash. What I'm trying to say is that I have used it quite a number of times, and I'm really pleased that it doesn't look, you know, dirty, because some brushes you use them once and they just look absolutely dirty and you feel that you have to wash them on the first use. This, you know, looks good and it works really well. Now, the next item I want to talk about is a nail polish remover. Now, I've been using a nail polish remover. It's just an inexpensive one from Superdrug. It was acetone free, and yeah, it worked okay, but I had a lot of issues with glitter polish. Now, I'm a little bit of a magpie. I love anything glittery, shiny, anything like that. So when it comes to nail polish, you know, I love anything with glitter in it. And I found that this nail polish remover that I was using really didn't work at all. It took me so long to take off the nail polish remover, sorry, the nail polish, and it then put me off putting nail polish on my fingernails, because I thought, you know, I'm going to have such problems getting it off or taking it off that, you know, I just couldn't be bothered in the end. So anyway, I went to Tesco's at the weekend and saw this. It was just £1.25, and I thought, I did actually have glitter nail polish on my toes and my fingernails, and I thought this is going to be a good test. So all it is the Tesco's own range nail polish remover. It says beauty on there. Now this, I thought I was going to really struggle, like I say, getting that glitter nail polish off. I could not believe how good this was. Basically, one swipe and I'd, you know, already taken off most of the nail polish. It's amazing, and for £1.25, it really is a good product. It's just amazing that it's just £1.25, something that I picked up from Tesco. Didn't really think that it would work, but it really is. So if you're like me and you wear a lot of glitter nail polish, go for this. Definitely worth the money. Now, the next item, now I've been after, and I wish a lot more stores would carry makeup brush shampoo. I find it very difficult to purchase makeup or the brush shampoo. You have to order it, then of course you have to pay delivery charge, and because of that you then think, actually no, I'll spend a bit more to warrant the order and the delivery charge. So I usually use the Makeup Revolution brush shampoo, and then I usually spray the spray within that range over that, just to, it has such a gorgeous smell to it that I usually just spray it just to make sure that you know, everything is absolutely clean. So at the weekend I asked my husband to pick me up a brush shampoo, and he didn't come back with a brush shampoo, he came back with a makeup brush cleanser, which is a spray. And this is from the inexpensive range from, is it B for Beauty? I'm not really sure. I don't really purchase a great deal from this range. But anyway, he kindly picked this up for me. And I thought, I didn't really like to tell him that actually I think this is the wrong kind of, you know, I wanted the brush shampoo. So I was actually out of brushes for foundation, so I knew that I had to try it. I had to see if it was going to work. And on the back, it, as usual, it says, you know, spray the brush, then brush it on tissue or a damp or a towel or kitchen towel, whatever, to make it work. So I knew that that kind of instruction was not going to work with foundation, especially, you know, foundation that you've used the brush a couple of times for. So what I decided to do is try and use this as I would the shampoo. So I dampened my brush and I sprayed this on, and lo and behold, it actually, you know, frothed up just like a regular shampoo, and I couldn't believe it, but it actually got every bit of foundation out. So obviously the instructions on the back say how to use it. It's like the usual spray, you know, like a spot cleaner, I suppose. Spray your brush and then, you know, wipe it off like I've said. It has 125 mils in it. It comes from Superdrug. You can pick it up from the high street store. And my store is not particularly a big store. It doesn't carry a great deal of makeup brands. In fact, actually, I don't really go in there because I tend to find that it never has anything that I want. So I always go to the larger stores, for example, Norwich or Cambridge. I'm really impressed with this. I think it's about £4.50, £4.75, something like that. Like I say, usually I spend £5 on it for the Makeup Revolution shampoo, which is very, very good in itself. And if all Superdrug stores carried it, I would, you know, use that. Now I cleaned about, in the end I decided to clean all my brushes, and I cleaned about 20 to 30 of them, and it hasn't really made a dent. I think we're down to about there. And one of the brushes was so, it's one of the e.l.f. foundation brushes, and the foundation had gone right to this bit of the brush. So I thought, I'm never going to get that out, but it did. It cleaned that. Yes, I had to put more than five sprays of this on it, but nonetheless, we're still down to about here. I'm really impressed with it. And if you're looking for a brush shampoo and you can't, or you don't feel that you want to order one, then I would certainly try that. The next item, or couple of items, is a shampoo. Now, during this month, I have used a shampoo, and it is a shampoo that I want to talk about. I've used the shampoos. They're £1.99 from Aldi. They are an Aussie dupe. Now I've used them, and now my hair obviously is curly, and I don't suffer from any oiliness as such. In fact, actually, it's more like, you know, the opposite. I tend to find that my hair gets very dry, can get frizzy, and I have to be very, very careful about what shampoo I use. Now, I have used Aussie before, and I used it once or twice, but I had a bit of a reaction to it, so obviously I'm not going to use that again. So I went into Aldi and I picked up their version of the Aussie shampoo. I only used it once. My hair became incredibly oily, especially here. You know, you don't mind so much underneath, perhaps, you know, where no one can see it, and obviously, you know, you'd wash it. But I had oiliness up here where it was very, very blatant that my hair was oily, and that was the next day. So I washed it, for example, on the Monday. Tuesday I woke up and it was so oily that I had to wash it. Now, because my hair is curly, I don't like to over wash it. It will dry my hair out completely, and then, you know, obviously you get frizziness and things like that. So I was very, very disappointed with that. So I've had to go back to using my regular shampoo, and I put it in my June favourites because, you know, it is a favourite of mine and I've not spoken about it before, and it's the Garnier Ultimate Blends Shampoo. Now, I have actually purchased a brand new conditioner. They are £2 each in Tesco's at the moment, and I will definitely be picking up another one of these. You can see I'm like 2/3 of the way through. The one I use is this one with coconut oil and cocoa butter. It makes your hair smell very much like cocoa or cocoa powder or cocoa butter, whatever. It doesn't give you the scent of coconut, but it is an amazing shampoo. It leaves my hair very, very soft, non-frizzy. It is the only shampoo that I've ever been able to use that doesn't leave my hair frizzy or dry. It's very, very manageable. I absolutely love it, and I really wanted to speak about it. I've not seen much about it on YouTube. I know some people absolutely love it, but I just absolutely love it. It's the best one. And I know there is another one there for, I can't remember which one it is, but I know there's another one on that they do within the range for, is it for, I think it's for moisture, and I have used that before. To be honest, this one, it does say sleek, the sleek restorer, but I just love it. It works for me, and the smell is amazing. Now, the next item that I wanted to share with you is a palette. It is actually brand new to me. I only got it today, but I wanted to add it to my June favourites because I didn't want to talk about it on its own. It is, well, I think it's going to be one of my a favourite. I've used it today. Like I say, I only got sent it today. It's the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and this was £16. I had to purchase from Selfridges. Now, I saw it on someone else's YouTube, someone in America, and a lot of people actually, I've watched quite a few YouTube videos about this product, and everybody was saying how great it was. Now, I've had a few disappointments with the NYX palettes. I have picked up a few of them, and I really didn't rate them at all. So I was a little bit hesitant with this one, but the reviews on YouTube were so good, I decided to purchase it. So it was £16. You do get a number of eyeshadows in there. You actually get 16, so obviously it's £1 a shade. There's no mirror, but I don't mind that because I never ever use these mirrors unless I'm out and about just for a quick checkup. The packaging does, on the lid, does feel a little bit like it may break, that see-through part there, but the shadows are fantastic. Like I say, I used it in the look today. I've got this shade here in the crease, and then I went for this brighter shade on the lid, but I found that it was a little bit too bright. So again, I took the Girl Talk from NYX in the singles and put that over the top, and it is just amazing. I love this palette. I think, like I say, it's going to be a firm favourite. At the moment, it's not on Boots, the Boots website. It does say on Selfridges that it is, I can't remember exactly what they said, but it seemed, by what it said, Selfridges was going to be the only place to purchase it from. I don't know if that's true, just because, you know, Boots are now the stockist for NYX. I'll just swatch a couple of the shades. So I'm going to go for a matte shade, and I'll go for the terracotta matte shade there. Wow. Now, I've not used this before. Like I say, I showed the two shades that I did use. That, I hardly actually dip my finger in it at all, but that is fantastic. And I'll just show you the shade beside it, the shimmer shade that I used. That one there, so you can see that they are equivalent to these ones, which are the Prismatic shadows. So I'm really impressed with this, absolutely impressed. The only thing I wasn't impressed about was the delivery charge from Selfridges, but I really like the look of it, and yeah, I couldn't wait to get my hands on it, so I thought it was worth it, and the delivery charge was £5. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the homeware items that I purchased. I'm just going to wipe the swatches off, just because I don't want to get any of the shadows on a couple of the last items I want to show you. So the first item is this. Now, like I say, I am like a magpie. I love anything that's sparkly, and when I walked into Dunelm, bearing in mind I'd never ever gone in there before for any homeware at all, and my sister, actually my twin sister, loves Dunelm. I've never been in there before. I love B&M, but I decided to go into Dunelm. They had a 50% off sale last week and the week before, so I decided I would give it a go. So as soon as I walked in, I saw this. Now these are £3.99. It's like a huge jewel, and you've got the silver there, and then obviously the ribbon. Now I purchased some curtains from Dunelm, which were absolutely gorgeous, and they were in the 50% off sale. They do still stock, even though it's not online, the 50% off items. They were still in the store at the weekend when I went in there. So if you do want to have a look for some curtains or things like that, then certainly have a look in Dunelm. The quality is fantastic, but this was the first item that I spotted. I just loved it. The sun was hitting it, and I just couldn't believe. So it's like a huge jewel. I'm hanging mine. Now I've got wooden curtain rails, and obviously you've got like a hook that holds the curtain rail, and I'm hooking, and I've got two of these. I've hooked one over the curtain rail in here, which is my dining room, and one in the living room, so it just hangs slightly in the middle of the curtain rail, and it just looks amazing. I love it. So that's that one, and that was £3.99. The next two items I want to show you are pillows. They are these. Now the reason I want to share these with you is because Next were selling these. I don't know if they are now, but they were selling these, and they were selling these for around about £45, which is unbelievable when Dunelm are selling them for, and I've kept the price tag on to show you, £9.99. Now you do just get the actual pillow case. The pillow inside, you purchase that separately, and you can have, you know, whatever you would like. I've gone for the less expensive ones, which are £2, just because that's what I've got in the rest of mine, but you can have duck feather and so forth. They are absolutely gorgeous. They complement the other pillows that I've purchased from Dunelm, and I just couldn't believe that these were £9.99. They are very solid, and I can't really explain what I mean by that, apart from if you were to go in there and feel these and then feel, you know, another cushion cover, you would know what I mean. They are very well made. The quality is there, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say, and I just absolutely love them. They are online, and they are called the Merlin cushions, or cushion covers. This obviously is the natural shade. I have got another shade as well, which is the silver. Again, this is £9.99. So this is the silver one, absolutely gorgeous. Love it. They're just so amazing. The quality, you know, is there. And there is a last one, which is a deeper purple. Absolutely gorgeous, and I really was in two minds whether to get the purple or this, because the curtains I purchased from Dunelm were, they had purple flowers on them, but I decided, in fact, actually, this one is what I've got in my living room, and then the silver one I'm debating whether to put in the bedroom. I'm not really sure yet, but I do want to get another one of these. But anyway, all I wanted to do is show you that you can get these from Dunelm for $9.99, you know, and the quality is there. And I'm sure if you do go into Dunelm, you'll probably come out with a lot more like I did. But anyway, that is another story. But yeah, so that's my June favourites. I just wanted to share that all with you before we got too much further into July. I know it's a little bit late, but yeah, I didn't think I was going to have enough to show you actually. Sometimes I don't post a June, you know, monthly favourites video, but on this occasion, you know, it just happened over the last couple of weeks that there were some added items I wanted to show you. So I hope that helped you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you. Bye.